Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's a 2nd and 6. Jackson looking to throw. He'll air this one out for Watkins. That is caught! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 3rd touchdown of the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to the rookie from Tennessee. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now, faking the give, and that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. In the pistol, Jackson ready. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Bateman is the motion man. On 3rd down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
First down run here by Henry, and he signed with the Ravens this offseason. When you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump.
Open space to the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Raven first down. He'll go again here with Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. We're going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and short, Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Try again. It's second and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. It was Jeremy Chinn that time up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Henry. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Henry.
Garrett Henry. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. 1st down and more to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Well, I love the aggressive play call here by this offensive coordinator. The decision to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. Of course, #1 goal, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, once he got past the line of scrimmage, he saw daylight, and he had a huge run in front of him.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Hill drops to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. A gain of 11 on that walk. Good for a Raider first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Up the middle they go. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw right side is intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
On play action, here's Jackson. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He finds the rookie from Georgia, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 27 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The coverage too good downfield. He'll wind up taking him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. So we reach halftime in what has been to this point a one-sided game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A design run here with Jackson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. Has some room inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 16-yard line.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he will score. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of the Ravens has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Oh, yeah. They get 22 yards there. First down, Baltimore.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Henry tries to pull his way in. And he's got another one. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. Now the try here for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Point after coming up here. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now a run on first down. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Vegas.
First down, Raiders.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
He'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And he's He's going to be taken down, but he has the first down. Good execution of the double pass. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 3. He is in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
Pistol give to Henry. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll go again here with Henry. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Raven first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Baltimore.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now Lamar gonna hang on to it, and that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
Clearly the play caller here is thinking that the defense is going to be completely zoned in on stopping the running back, thinking he can catch them off guard with the quarterback keep. The defense was prepared for both guys, and they now force 4th down.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Jackson gonna keep this one himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. The throw on the run is complete.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet it just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll look to throw again. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Watkins motioning over. They'll run it with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
That's good for the Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. They're going to go right back to Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.